Did you golf today, Jeff? Oh, sorry.
No, I did not.
I did 2 rounds yesterday.
2 rounds? Oh, shit. That's a lot of beer.
Carlton and then
Welcome back, Sports Ranter Nation. We know that your draft is around the corner. So joining myself here as all the hosts, Nico, Drew, Ben, and Jake, and we have guest host Brian, Jeff, and now Seth. This is freaking amazing. But like I said, folks, we are here to give you live, in-depth analysis while we do a mock draft, okay, via Sleeper. One day, hopefully, be a sponsor for right here at the Sports Ranter. But just want to say thank you guys for joining us. Thank you all our hosts.
Hey, I'm stoked to be here, man. Thanks for the invite.
We got the Brady Bunch over here. But without further ado, we're going to get this mock draft started. Let me screen share. And we're going to get rolling here. Seth, thanks for joining us. Can you hear us, sir? Oh, my gosh. She's still figuring it out. Eagles fans.
Thumbs up is good. Thumbs up is good.
Eagles fans.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Yep.
We hear you. All right, so
Okay.
we are ready to go. We're going to start this draft. And like I said, guys, just do your best to kind of analyze as we go. You have 2 minutes per pick. Here we go. Uh-oh.
But don't take 2 minutes because we'll be here all night.
Yeah.
So I went with the #1 pick, not for this pick, but for the remainder of the draft to help you guys out. I think it's pretty obvious. You want a bell cow running back. Christian McCaffrey's the obvious pick. You can get receivers later. So.
Oh, my gosh.
I don't see James on the Zoom. Oh, James is there, though. So, all right.
James joined the invite.
Wow, Jamar Chase.
Damn.
Wow.
For me, just I'm worried about CeeDee Lamb in that situation, so I can't go wrong with Tyreek Hill here. Taking
Automatic.
Wow.
Damn.
The auto pick, CeeDee Lamb, which he's up there. Hopefully he signs his contract, and now to Seth.
Mm-hmm. He's signing that contract.
Which is this PPR or is this like Jake's standard?
This is a PPR, right?
Yeah.
PPR.
All
Hell
right.
yeah. All right. Hell yeah.
Well, I mean, you can't go wrong with Justin Jefferson, right?
Except for the quarterback, but yeah.
McCarthy is out for the season,
you got the quarterback,
so
but he's going to get
maybe
his
you haven't been
regardless,
paying
right?
attention to the Sports Ranter. No, it's okay.
Ooh. All right, this is tough.
Ooh.
This is tough. You know, I'm usually a hero running back kind of guy. I've been liking Amon lately in all my drafts, but you know what? I'm going to go ahead and believe in my guy, Bijan.
Bijan, bounce back, hopefully.
I mean,
a little
I'm
disappointing
hoping-
last year.
I mean, it wasn't too bad last year, but I think he's gonna have a better year here. So,
Well, I like to kind of do a little homer action myself. I think this kid's gonna, well, not a kid anymore. He's gonna have a hell of a year out there in Philly. I just can't get away from Saquon. I don't know why he's so far down the list. That's just my personal opinion. So we're gonna go ahead and take the first guy who's probably a reach, but you know, I really don't care. Boom.
When you got no money on the line, who cares, right?
Skeeter said so. Skeeter said
happening.
so. Holy
Be ready for next
moly.
week. It's happening. Well, not for you. You're not in my leagues.
No, I'm not in your league.
All right. Well, I really can't go past this point. I love what this offense is doing, and for the sake of time, I'm gonna shut my mouth. Let's go. Amen. Amen, St. Brown. All right.
To the Jared Goldberg.
So from the mock drafts I've done, I have found more running backs that I like later on in the draft than I have wide receivers. So I'm going to kind of just make sure that, I get I want a stud receiver. And then with the turnaround here, there's still running backs on the board that I have confidence in that are, going to be good players for fantasy. So I'm going to take A.J. Brown right now and just kind of solidify that. And hopefully he goes nuclear.
Ooh, your Jahmyr Gibbs is gone, though. Now what?
Gibbs is gone, and he was kind of the guy I was hoping that would fall. But I got no problem taking Kyron Williams here.
Wow.
As long as Stafford's healthy, that fucking offense is always an engine. They produce, I mean, time and time again, top fantasy players. So I'm going Kyron.
Excellent, excellent. Oh wow.
I like it.
So the auto pick takes Marvin Harrison out of Cardinals, so that leaves me up. Okay. Wow. That leaves me with two of my love receivers. Which love do I take? Oh man. Sorry, Nick. I don't like the Gardner Minshew business. So
Yeah, I don't blame you.
I'm going some.
I was just
Puka.
watching that preseason
Yeah.
game. Golly. That's the best.
It's. I was really hoping that homeboy would take a leap in the second year, and apparently he didn't. So.
All
I
right.
got the third-year leap going right here. I mean, he's next on the board. He's fucking going to be a stud this year. It's a breakout season. Hopefully the Cousins does some magic like he did for Jefferson up there. So, Mr. London, have some fun.
Yeah.
This
Wow.
It's a good pick right there.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
In-depth, live in-depth analysis, folks. Pay attention. Take some fucking notes.
Yeah, you know what? This puts me in an interesting spot here. And as I'm looking at my
Explain, Brian.
picks,
Did you
What's
want
up?
back-to-back?
Is he gonna
Explain.
solidify his running back position? Is he gonna solidify his running back position?
exactly. You see,
He can
I
have a
mean-
big advantage if he does that here.
I mean, yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. In all honesty, I'm thinking the opposite of Jake here. I like, in my drafts that I've done so far, I've liked the receivers, further down the line than I do running backs. So you know what? I think I am going to solidify my running backs here, but taking a stretch and a chance on this guy right here. He did me good last year in the games that he did.
The A train.
The games he played, he was good enough for me. I'll tell you that much.
It's a good pick.
That could be some serious running back points right there. Those two guys.
And-
Yeah.
Is it
PPR too?
PPR?
PPR too?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
that's nasty.
He's gonna
That's
play
my
out
thought.
the for sure.
Wow.
What's that?
He's gonna be in the slot too. He's not just gonna line up in the running back position.
Yeah. Yeah, kind of like myself in high school. Yeah. Mhm.
We didn't say slut. We said slot.
Oh, my bad. My bad.
Olave. Oh, he went
I went with,
ETN. Steph
ETN.
went ETN.
Mhm.
Yeah,
That's a
he
good
you know,
pick.
he shot out of a cannon last year and kind of fell off, but produced
Yeah.
well.
We
So,
got to hear. That's one of Drew's hates. What's
hey, that offense has got to be ran through somebody because it ain't Trevor Lawrence. So
good point? Good
Yeah.
point.
Kamara, baby, he's going to have
Solid.
120 targets. He might have a 20 catches.
Yes.
I wasn't saying Olave, I was saying Etienne, Jacksonville.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, my bad. Looking love it.
I'm gonna go here. Normally I don't like taking this player in drafts because I just don't know how much upside he has left. But he's the engine that keeps chugging. I'm gonna go Derrick Henry.
Oh,
Holy moly.
I like him a lot this year, actually.
Holy moly.
He's going to be fine.
Yeah, he'll be just fine.
They can cut his carries down by 70, and the touchdown will make up for it.
Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing too. They're still going to use him. How
First
can you
tight
not
end
use
off the
him?
board.
Damn, Laporta, huh?
That's a little high for my liking. But
Holy moly.
Oh, this is the year, bro. This is the year Travis Kelce goes away.
I hope so.
Still the second half of the playoffs.
He was terrible in the regular season. He was just beast in the playoffs. But for fantasy wise though, it doesn't really matter. You can be an average at best, and you're still gonna be top 5.
Yeah, so for this turn, very interesting. If one of these running backs, I was aiming Derrick Henry. It was my hope to come all the way back. Other than that, I don't really like any of the other running backs to pair up with McCaffrey. So I'm gonna go Nico Collins.
Wow.
And
Yep.
then pray that he stays healthy. With the whole Ayuk thing, everything runs through Debo, so I'll go Debo right after.
Those are two good picks. Two good picks right there.
Before you.
I don't trust Ayuk, man.
Me neither. I haven't been drafting him at all this year.
If he stays in San Francisco, I think he'll be fine. Everybody always kind of overlooks him, and I mean, you saw it last year. They use him in that offense. If he stays there and they work something out, then it'll be great.
My concern is if they don't sign him, you miss a couple games. Remember, in fantasy, if you miss 2 games, it's big, right?
Yeah.
You have to make it up. But just percentage-wise, and also just I don't know. I don't trust unhappy players.
I've learned through many years with fantasy football. If a player is going into the season with contract disputes or they're holding out of camp, it's just like, they could sign and play, but I mean, I was the product of drafting the Le'Veon Bell year that he sat out. Like, it's just don't take the risk. Your first few picks,
there's risk.
Yeah, the first few picks, you gotta find somebody that's gonna get you points. Don't take a risk that early.
For me, there was only one player I really wanted at the running back position, and that was Isaiah Pacheco, and James took him right.
Right in front of me.
So for me, a little bit of a shakeup in my draft here. I'm gonna have to go. I know he's not signed yet, but I will take Brandon. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna take Brandon Ayuk here. I do like Mike Evans though, but I'm gonna think Brandon Ayuk and the Niners are gonna get it done. So I'm gonna go and take Ayuk.
Thank you.
Someone has to, so it's all right.
There's Kelsey.
Hey, real quick, Nick or Nico, on yours, on that first turnaround right there, I noticed that, like doing a bunch of drafts and everything, you went Nico Collins and Deebo Samuel. What are your guys' opinions on going, since you got CMC, which is arguably the de facto number 1 running back, you could have also gotten a number 1 quarterback and arguably the number 1 tight end in Kelsey and Allen. So you'd have like 3 top 1 positions. It's a super big risk because you have no receivers at that point. But
so my theory on that, even though I've never been get number 1 at every position, only because in fantasy with injury and stuff, I value depth a lot more. So that's just my opinion. Depth is better than, because when you draft that way, if one of those guys get hurt, your team's shot.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I was just thinking, high risk, high reward kind of play style.
Yeah, it's never panned out for me.
And I was thinking too, to answer your question, sorry to cut you off, Brian, but production is production.
You're good.
You know what I'm saying? CMC is going to produce, Debo's going to produce, so that's going to help your fantasy football team, correct? Sorry, Brian.
No, you're good. You're good. I was just going to mention, look at the fact that Mike Evans was just taken right before me, and that's who I was eyeing as my number 1. I really do feel like he's going to have another 1,000-yard season, but...
And 10 touchdowns like he always does?
Yeah, this dude, he always produces. Doesn't matter who his quarterback is.
It's crazy.
But, I mean, I am banking on this guy as my number 1 receiver. I've drafted him almost every draft, and I'm going to go with DK there.
Okay.
Yeah, let's see if that new offense can say what's up. You never know.
Yeah.
I love in standard league.
Feels like getting back to the running back position and the next available. I'm not really a big Josh Jacobs fan anymore. I've been burned by him in the past, and he's had a couple good seasons in his career, but I'm just not rolling the dice with that guy. So we're going to go with a little youth, a little bit further down the board here. Actually, way down the board according to this fucking thing.
This is your man crush, bro. This is your man. I already know this is your guy. Your man crush.
I don't know, man. I've never taken this guy anywhere. I'd like to have him.
I have a lot of man crushes. I have a lot of man.
What happens?
Oh God.
Oh my God.
James Cook.
Wow, that was like DeAndre Swift and me last year. Holy shit.
Oh, wow.
Well, this guy's got talent. That's the difference.
Wow.
You know,
Hey, guys, so really quick, teammate, Ben, you're on the clock. Give me 10 seconds. Josh Allen, first quarterback off the board. I don't think the guy finishes top 3 this year. Like, I don't have, and this is kind of going on the James Cook thing. I think that offense has taken a big step back. You got Curtis Samuel and Khalil Shakir, as your 2 receivers. Like, what do you got? Does anybody have any faith in Josh Allen in his ADP where he's going? Anybody?
No.
Not where he's going.
No.
Okay.
Well, seeing as how quarterbacks didn't get taken, I mean, they were taken in the first round, middle of the second round last year. The top few guys, you're kind of getting them in a discount here. He might not have the year again that he's had in the past couple of years, but you're getting him in a discount right now.
And honestly, in this mock draft, I've never seen him go in the third round. In all my mock drafts, it's always been second round. So yeah, you may be right, Jeff.
Oh, I'm on the clock.
That it's only a discount if he produces at the same rate. So it's not a discount if he doesn't produce at that rate we were used to him. So
Ben, what you got, bro?
I like both these running backs on new teams, but out of the two, I'm gonna go with a little bit more consistent, and I don't think C.J. Stroud is gonna continue what he was, so I'm gonna rely on some Joe Mixon.
That was it. That was the guy. That was my guy. I love Joe Mixon. Every year I find a reason to draft Joe Mixon, and it's never bad. It's never bad. So even though it's pretty close to his ADP this year, I'm kind of trying to go with just players I just think are gonna have good years. I don't care how far down the board they are or anything like that. There's one running back I really like. I think it seemed like he had a quiet year last year, but Kenneth Walker, I think he's gonna break out this year as long as he stays healthy and all that. I really like Kenneth Walker. He's got the explosion. Big play capability. And then the other guy that I really liked that people are kind of writing off, I think, for whatever reason, is where's he at? They didn't take him. No, where the
just keep scrolling all the way down, Jake, all the way down.
Cooper Kupp. Where is he at?
The all-white hype. The all-white hype.
Yeah, I gotta have.
He's number 40 overall.
40. There he is. Boom. Got it. Yeah, if he's healthy, and again, it's an if, but what Puka did last year, all that's great. And I know that even when the games Cooper Kupp played, Puka still had a great fucking year. Cooper Kupp is the man. He's been the man. I think he has another good year left in him. Got no problem taking him in the fourth. Bam! Happy with my team. I got 2 Rams, but it's all right.
I'm leaning towards receiver in a PPR league, but knowing that the running back value is going to be dire after this turn, I got to go with the old faithful from Nick's analysis, and I agree.
Oh, no.
Take Mr. James Conner.
Ooh, that's early.
That's early. He's supposed to fall to me later, Ben.
Yeah, it's thought Cook was a reach. Oh my!
He just made you look good, Seeley.
I love Cook there, but wow, Connor, be good for 5 games. Where am I at here? Let's go back to the wide receiver. Putting DJ Moore as the rookie quarterback is going to be tough, but I got a little faith in the number 1 pick. I think he's going to be pretty good this year. I don't mind.
Bears looks all right, man.
You don't have to choose him if you don't want.
Don't have to, but I like the talent there. Let's go for it.
Damn. All right. Well, you know what? That was going to be my pick right there. So that's cool. That's all right. It's okay. We're okay.
Are we?
Brian, breathe. Goddamn.
No, hold on. Just hang on, Jake. Hang on. All right.
The world is spinning. Your fucking camera was just spinning.
You see this? God. All right. You know what? I'm gonna go with. I like big play possibilities here.
You like?
I think this offense. Obviously, everyone knows this. They're a just pass heavy offense before anything. I'm gonna go Senor Tank Dell. Senor Tank Dell right there. It was between him and Michael Pittman, not gonna lie. I know Pittman's the first guy there. Tank Dell is not the number 1 receiver, but you know what? I think he's got that big play capability. So
yeah, CJ likes him too.
That's true. I heard they're lovers.
Yeah. Oh, just because I'm wearing his jersey, I gotta go with Hurts.
Oh,
there you go.
I thought they're getting rid of the tush push, so he's not that valuable anymore.
Nope, completely legal. 1 yard at a time, we'll march down the field.
No, they don't want him to get hurt at the goal line. They're not going to do it anymore. That's what I heard.
Well, then Saquon.
That's why they got Saquon. That's why they got Saquon. So
we'll just put Jordan Mailata in the backfield, steal some fantasy points.
All right, Drew.
The age-dependent running backs here. I'm a little nervous, but it's a mock draft, and I told you last episode I love Alvin Kamara. especially in a full PPR league. Target share is absurd, and Derek Carr sucks, and so I think he's just going to keep jumping it off to Alvin Kamara for another year.
I agree. That is very true.
I agree.
I couldn't go 3 running backs this early, so that's why I had to go Tank Dell. But Kamara was on my radar.
Brian, your time is done. We've moved on.
I can still talk because James is not talking in this.
Yeah, that's intentional. We made sure.
Oh, but he's texting. He's texting.
Mm.
He's congratulating me on my 2 viewers.
He's regretting his Laporta pick right now. That's what he
I think he is too, but he's got to hurry up and just choose Michael Pittman. So
Yeah, hurry up, James.
Yeah, how is this guy the guy that doesn't talk, takes the longest to fucking pick?
Well,
he walked away from his phone.
it's because he's texting right now. That's why.
Well, on a side note, you guys, there's a lot of shaking going on your guys' Zoom thing here. They made a new study. There's a correlation of ever since COVID and the work from home environment, there's been a rise of offenses on Zoom. A lot more elderly men are masturbating during their Zoom meeting, and so I really, really hope that you guys are not following through with this new statistic.
God, I wish I was young again.
Damn it, Ben, you caught me.
That's like a once a week thing on Sunday afternoon.
Sorry, Nick, to interrupt your 4th pick here, but go ahead.
Yeah. So I was definitely going to go Pittman if he wasn't taken. That's kind of an obvious pick on the turn here. So my strategy with getting Christian McCaffrey, I know it's a risk, say injury-wise, but he finally stayed healthy all year last year. So assuming he stays healthy, I got my bell cow running back. I'm going to punt running backs, not to since it's a mock, and continue to stack receivers. So Seth, you'll like this pick. That's kind of like my home run hitter. Give me a 50-yard touchdown, every once in a while. We'll be fine with that. And then I think, he's the number 1 guy there. Lamar's got to throw it to somebody. He had a pretty good year last year. Second year in Baltimore, I think he just knows the offense even more, and he's going to still have a very productive year. So
That fast twitch guy too.
Yeah. So I like stacking running backs or receivers after getting your bell cow running back.
Okay. I like it.
All right, here we go with James again. And like I said, now's the time. If you guys have any, late round guys that aren't going to make this thing, or if you guys got something, go ahead and put in your nip right here to talk about fantasy. So I know you don't want to give anything away, but this is a mock draft. So
I will say, I do like the Devonta Smith pick. I think the 4th round is honestly a little bit criminal for him. He's been having an exceptional preseason or training camp. He's going to be a PPR stud. It's, A.J. Brown gets his, but Devonta Smith isn't very far behind. He's the number 1 on a lot of different offenses. So,
now, the talent's definitely there. There's no.
Did anybody live take T. Higgins? Because we were talking. I brought up the thing earlier about this one player that that we won't draft, and T. Higgins is absolutely that player. Does anybody have any difference of opinion on that fucking guy that's let me down 4 years in a row?
I actually like him later on.
I like him.
Again, we're talking value, right? The problem is, Jake,
yeah.
You probably would have had to take him a lot earlier, especially last year. But
he's not on the board. Who took him?
No, he's number 59. He's number 59. So, based on 59, he's a 5th rounder. Last year I think you had to take him in the 3rd, 2nd. So
yeah, it was like
value based. Yeah, it's more value based at that point because he could still produce. His talent's there. Joe Burrow was hurt all last year, right? So assuming Joe Burrow's back and you love Joe Burrow, Chase can't catch everything, dude, and then he's not even happy. So T. Higgins might be the dude for.
He just always gets hurt, or just. I'll tell you what, if you draft him, I won't draft him, and then I know he'll blow up. So I'll do you a solid.
the thing that everybody keeps talking about is everybody keeps talking about Ayuk and they talk about CeeDee Lamb, but these guys are in the final year of their contracts. Like Jamar Chase is still holding out, and he still has 2 more years of a contract. So it's like, how long is this Chase stuff going to take on for? Because I mean, we all know about Ayuk and we all know about CeeDee Lamb, but Jamar Chase is talking about holding out into the season. If Jamar Chase holds out into the season, dude, I mean, T. Higgins can be right there. You know what I mean? Like T. Higgins can be that guy.
But the thing, he wasn't there when Chase was out last year.
But Joe Burrow got hurt too.
Yeah, I know.
That whole offense is kind of like tumultuous just because of the fact that you got Jamar Chase holding out, you got T. Higgins on a signed the whatchamacallit,
Franchise.
Franchise tag. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you got Burrow coming off of that injury. You know, you don't know what he's gonna look like. Is he still gonna be mobile? Is he still gonna,
Who's the running back in Cincinnati?
Is James auto picking or what?
Cincinnati.
Is James ruining our lives? Like, is he wasting our time?
He pretty much.
It's Andrew's pick. I don't know what happened.
It's my pick. What the fuck just happened?
You were talking too long.
You're on auto.
Andrew Allen took Stroud.
That's horseshit.
You're on auto pick now.
Wow, so
That's you on auto pick.
So
No way.
Well, who would you have taken, Andrew?
we can take it.
I would have took Trey McBride, but
Okay,
I didn't know.
let me.
Oh, Stroud's better. Stroud's a better pick.
No, it's not.
Trey McBride, you want?
Ideally, I would have taken Trey McBride.
Troy McBride. Troy
Miss,
McBride.
fired up.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, look at that.
Good job, Ben.
There you go. There you go.
Look at
I don't know.
that.
Sticker was on the board,
man.
bud.
Fucking Wi-Fi.
Sticker's on the
Now you
board.
gotta
I don't
start
like it.
Seth's pick.
He had his 2 minutes. I don't know. I disagree here.
Somebody should have said something on the
Seth,
board.
you're up, Seth. You're up, Seth.
Yes, sir.
No, on my screen it had it on James the counter. It didn't
Yeah,
ever
me
switch
too. It
Yeah.
kind of stopped
Yeah.
for a little bit, but it's
I
all.
had James done.
Interesting.
Oh,
It's a
it
mock
froze.
draft.
Damn sleeper app. Who chose the sleeper app?
Oh
That's why you
my
put- that's why you-
god.
I mean,
Wait, show
we
up
want
to
to
the bar,
promote the
put stickers on
sleeper
the
app.
Okay,
I
so
mean,
Seth picked David Montgomery.
Yeah, I went David
That's
Montgomery. I needed a
nice.
running back here.
Very
He's gonna
nice.
be red zone runner, so touchdown hog.
I love that. I love that pick. They're just, the Lions are going to be ahead in so many games. They're not going to just beat fucking Jamar Gibbs into the ground.
Too
Obviously, Gibbs is going to finish as a better fantasy running back, but Montgomery is not going anywhere. He didn't do anything to lose any time last year. And yeah, dude.
If I'm
I
not
don't-
wrong, they finished pretty even, right? Or if David Montgomery even finished ahead.
Well, yeah, and he had like 13 touchdowns or something like that last year.
Yeah, he's the red zone guy.
He'll probably lose a little bit of those, but I mean, dude, you're in the 5th round. Like, he's going to finish in the top 24 easy.
And it's a running back. You don't have to worry about the quarterback stealing anything. Jared Goff ain't running it in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't you dare call him Goof.
Oh, I just did. Goof.
That guy is fucking. He's like the new Geno Smith.
you know,
Is
And
Geno
that's
Smith good?
impressive.
Brian's trying to make his pick. You guys.
You are up, Brian. Got a minute left.
I
Brian.
am, and to be honest, Trey McBride was in my radar right there. And for everyone here, I don't want to take a stretch too much on anyone that I see here. So you know what? I'm going to solidify my quarterback, and we're just going to make a little trade there, Alan.
Oh, that
Wow.
sticker was already used.
Shot. Take a
Like-
shot.
That's one thing. I don't know who's up right now, Jeff. Sorry, real quick. That's one thing I feel like is really undervalued is the stack play where Brian just went with Tank Dell and C.J. Stroud. I mean that's
right.
it's so vital on those big play home run hitter style like receivers. I'm a huge fan of the stack if you can do it. If you don't have to reach for it.
Same.
My
Yeah.
strategy going around the corner was Jalen Hurts, Devonta Smith. That's why I said I didn't like the pick.
So, hold on, I got to ask Jeff. You just took Mark Andrews. What do you think about the tight ends that went before? Mark Andrews is what, the 4th tight end off the board?
Yeah, I
Do
kinda
you
like
feel like
it.
you got a good value on that?
And this guy was going 2nd round last year just because he gets hurt all the time. That's just part of the game. But the beauty is I can come back in like the 13th, 14th round and take their backup tight end who proved himself last year when Andrews was out. You know, I'm not. It's a mock draft, so I don't really give a shit if I tell you what I'm doing here. But you know, that's my game here. Is like that guy's a beast if he's healthy. If he's not, there's a backup beast right there if I take him. So I'm stoked with that pick.
Most
Ben,
The
3
dream.
running backs in a row.
Excellent.
Explain those Hill.
Well, I like the receiver depth, and so like I same philosophy as running backs go dire. I still am faithful in wide receiver depth, so that's why.
All right.
He's trying to get at least one running back in those 3 combined.
I'm usually 1 for 3
And that-
with my geriatric strategy.
And
Who's
now,
gotta go? Which one's staying?
and now at the with Nick's argument over T. Higgins, here he is staring at me in the face at the end of the fifth round.
No,
So, that really sucks.
There's other options there, right around that you don't have to.
Yeah.
Go.
That's true. Let me see. Let's go. Let's see. Let's going down. I'm on a computer for sleeper, so it's a little different, and it kind of sucks. But let's do this. So honestly, right now, especially being a PPR, like there's 2 running backs I really like. I do really like DeAndre Swift. They paid him to get over there. None of the other running backs have looked very good in the preseason. So he's there. Zamir White, just for the volume, but I think I want to take the offense that I believe is going to be better. So I am good with DeAndre Swift being my 3rd running back.
Wow.
And then the turnaround comes here, and again, it's kind of the, let me see, yeah, it's still there. Another guy, like, just going on talent, he has the talent. They paid him a lot of money. We'll see what happens with the quarterback, but Calvin Ridley sitting there for me in the 6th round, I'll bet on that. Just big playability. I feel like that's going to be, a fairly safe pick in the 6th.
Wow.
And T. Higgins is off the board.
Thank God. Get
I
that.
gotta say, I do like Jake's team. It's stacked up top to bottom pretty good right now. He can come back. There's plenty of quarterbacks out there.
And we all know that whatever Jeff says is golden. So I'm calling out from work tomorrow.
I'm going to
I'm just
add.
gonna
Yeah,
sell
to
it.
golf.
No, I'm in school this
Unfortunately,
week.
Jake only does this during mock drafts. That's it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I fall apart.
I'm going to add another.
Because I get fucking drunk. I get so drunk. I get just loaded, and then it's all about just jokes.
I'm going 4 straight running backs.
Oh no!
Oh wow, Anthony Richardson.
I see what you did there.
Then now your running back's complete.
Gotta
There you go.
handcuff it, right?
No, he's only got one shoulder.
You don't need the shoulder when he's gonna be running the ball in the goal line.
I think he does.
Gotta lower something.
He'll just lower his good one. Is what he's trying to say.
Big Jeff, big decision.
Yeah, we're putting it together over here. I think Keenan Allen's a little fat. Not happening this year for him.
And are you really going to take 2 receivers on the same team with the rookie quarterback?
Yeah, no, that's not happening.
You didn't notice that, did you?
It is
Just like I didn't notice the Kyron Williams Cooper Cup situation, but still, I'm all right.
Fat is fat, so he's not going on my team.
Yeah.
Honestly, PPR action here. If this guy can stay healthy, he's proven that he's going to be the number 1 down there. There's so many question marks in Jacksonville. I think Kirk's got to be the guy right here, just because he's going to catch 110 balls down there. Who else they got? Everybody else has proven they're not that good, unless Brian. Who the hell's a rookie over there?
Thomas.
Brian
Steps
Thomas.
up. He's a monster. We're going to go with.
Yeah,
Oh,
see, I was thinking
beautiful.
something similar right there, Jeff. It was between Kirk and Ingram. I think Ingram is Lawrence's security blanket. I feel like, he's the for sure guy. I wouldn't really call him number 1 over there, but to be honest, PPR league, I think Ingram's going to be taking over a lot of the reps. Obviously, Brian Thomas might be, but Ingram he just speaks to me. He just knows what I want.
He did a hell of a job last
I
year.
was going to chime in and give you props
top
for that
3.
pick, but you made it really weird, so we'll just move on.
What does Brian want? According to your text, you want to be bullied, Brian.
Yes.
No, don't, please. No, don't.
My
This isn't a Red Lobster. Nobody's here to fucking bully you.
Hey, is the camera still on me? Because my shirt's off.
No, it's still shaking around. We still are kind of wondering what the hell you're doing.
Oh man,
Seth,
this is
what
a
are you
weird
thinking,
spot.
Seth?
I mean, George Kittle's
Seth,
still on the board.
talk out this pick to us.
All right, yeah, George Kittle's still
We
on the
want to know
board.
what you're thinking.
All right, yep. So I have 2 running backs, 2 receivers. Still got plenty of room for both of those, but George Kittle's on the board, and that's a really good value at 6, or round 6. Aaron Jones is a very he bit me in the ass last year, bit me in the ass a couple years ago. Just can never stay healthy, but you know, who else do they have? But I also have Justin Jefferson up there. The receivers here I don't really care for unless I'm going to take a shot at Rome Odunze. Yeah, it's just a weird pick here. I think I'm just going to take the rookie.
Oh,
Roma Dunze.
damn it. That's who I wanted to take. That's who I wanted.
All
I
right,
thought
so
he was gonna follow me for sure.
And this is where it's getting real saucy, you know. This is where you have to make those decisions. You have to, you know, you have to sell yourself on this analysis. For the sake of time, guys, we've already hit the 38-minute mark, and so just try to finish up this last round. But like I said, try to give whatever advice you want to give. But this is the hard part of the draft.
So for me, it's gonna be easy here. Terry McLaurin's still a stud anywhere he goes, any quarterback, any offensive coordinator he has. I'll take Terry McLaurin here in the 6th.
All right. So the reason why I picked the number 1 spot is because I actually don't like drafting here, and this is where it gets kind of difficult. Obviously, I stacked receivers. He's a bell cow. I'm not too happy with it. But as my second running back, I don't mind it at all. And his backup is hurt right now. So, Najee, I know he's burned a lot of people.
But you're happy with Harris as your number 2.
Yeah, because I'm stacked at receiver. And he's a bell cow. He's still going to be a goal line guy and all that. And hopefully, you know, with either Fields or Russell, their offense is a lot better. And you guys got to remember they had freaking Kenny Pickett as their quarterback last year. So, you know, offenses always hurt the entire, you know, quarterbacks always hurt the entire offense. So, and then because of, say, you know, I wanted to take a risk on a rookie. I hate it because it's in division, but I'll take Xavier Worthy here. I get to take that risk because I do have 4 other receivers already. So.
Damn, and James just autos Joe Burrow with Jamar Chase. All right.
Hey Nick, just to add to the Najee thing, I mean, dude finished his RB20 last year, so he's definitely in the top 2 and had a pretty terrible year. So to get like a guy that was in the top 24 last year, I mean, really, it would be hard for him to be worse than that. I think that's a good value from where you got him. So just to add on to that.
And Jake, you disappeared for some reason. We heard you, but we lost your pick.
Oh, why? I see you guys.
You guys
I don't know where the fuck I am. Screen share. Hold on.
Okay, it's okay. Go ahead.
You disappear like always, Jake. You disappear.
God damn it. I work a lot.
He's on the way to Buffalo Wild Wings. Don't worry about him.
Ooh, I'll meet you there.
Don't you worry about where I'm at. I don't know where the fuck. God damn it.
It's okay, buddy.
Right.
It's okay.
Seth goes with.
Ooh, I like that pick.
Tony, huh?
Yeah, well, Tony, because the 2 top receivers right now are Chris Godwin and Jordan Addison, and I have their better halves already, so.
Right.
I like that.
just Tony Pollard, one of my non-draftable people, just to comment. I don't trust them.
I don't either, but, you know.
Same.
Brian,
Yeah, it's tough.
I'm not going with Zamir White either.
I would have gone with Zamir White.
I was actually thinking about a different play. If the player comes back to me, I'll pick it just to see the conversation.
I'll be a homer, and Zamir White, you got with the new quarterback and with Minshew and freaking whatever. Antonio Pierce wants to play defense and run the ball, and Zamir White's going to get all the opportunities and all the touches. So that's the only thing. You know,
Yeah, but we've seen that time and time again with a bad O-line.
We don't have a bad O-line. Look at Josh Jacobs has been fine when he's healthy. Josh Jacobs has. We had one bad year there. Where
Can you guys see me?
Yes, we got you, Jeff. Take the floor, Jeff. What do you got for your last pick?
I'm with him on the Zamir White thing. I mean, I think the guy's got a chance to have at least a 7th round pick guy year for a running back. I got no problem with him taking him here. He's going to be a starter. He's going to get all the pub, all the plays, all the snaps. So I mean, if he gets 300 touches this year, I wouldn't be surprised. Let's fire him up.
And he hasn't played much in the preseason, which gives me another, Yeah,
they hadn't played a third quarter this week.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, but he's been in and out with Amir Abdullah and all that. We started all our starters into the third, but he wasn't getting a lot of touches. I think they're trying to save him.
Hey, guys, I chose Lad McConkey.
Yeah, we saw that. That's why we didn't say it.
We didn't say nothing.
I chose him. He's my guy.
We did think it was kind of
daunting. That's all that needs to be said.
Something McDonkey.
I just wanted to tell you guys.
Something McDonkey. But speaking of donkey, I'm gonna go homer pick. PPR wise, you got to go receiver over the late running backs, and I'm gonna be a homer after all my research of camp research. We're going Deontay Johnson. They're gonna feed him all day in Carolina.
Yeah.
I know Jake's gonna draft Lad McConkey, so
we're gonna end with Jake's 2 picks, guys, for the sake of time. Sorry, that's what we got to do.
All right, so let me see. So I like my team so far. Like, I feel like I'm pretty well balanced with some solid players at running back and receiver. This is one of the reasons why, like, generally I don't like to take tight ends and quarterbacks early, because it's like I already have one of those top quarterbacks, but some of these guys like fall late. That, I mean, it's like, where did Dak finish last year? Brock Purdy, Jordan Love, they're all still on the board, and you can't draft them in the 7th if you take one of these, one of the guys like Stroud or Murray. And I really don't feel like the value between a guy like CJ Stroud and a guy like maybe Dak or Jordan Love are going to be that different. So that's why I kind of stay away from taking those quarterbacks and tight ends early on, because now it frees up. Well, everybody already has those picks, and they got to reach for these other running backs or receivers that are, I picked up, in the 4th, 5th round. Now you're picking up guys like that were, sitting here like Hollywood Brown or Deontay, whatever. So I'd take Jordan Love right here. I think the guy's going to have a great year. And then as it comes back around, so these 2 guys, again, I always kind of think more in the standard league format. I know PPR's kind of taken over everything, but like late running backs that I really like Austin Eckler's still there. Like in the in the 8th round, I feel like good PPR pick. But for my league that I run, a standard league, you got 2 teams. One of them is absolutely committed to running the football. You've seen it with their draft picks. You've seen it with their free agent signings. You've seen it with everything. Gus Edwards is there. I guarantee you, the guy, Nick, write it down in the little spreadsheet. The guy gets 12 touchdowns this year. That guy's there in the 8th round. Ezekiel Elliott is back. You got Rico Dowdle, who's supposed to take some, snaps or whatever. I don't think he's had a great preseason. Both those guys are late. I feel like late round values. I'd be picking up those guys. This is kind of speaking like for the next few rounds. I know we can't get there. So, like, I need a tight end just because we haven't drafted. Njoku's there. That guy is always a boomer bust. I'll take him all day. So, I'm taking him now just because it's the last pick.
Well, there you have it, folks. To all of our million viewers out there, we hope that you picked up some golden nuggets as you get ready for your drafts coming up this weekend. Just to let you know, we are bringing the production gear along, and we are going to be videotaping our drafts on Sunday and also on Tuesday. We're going to be there, and so for direct access next week during your drafts. And so I want to say thank you, Nick, Drew, Jeff, Seth, Brian. Thank you guys for joining us today. That was a fucking blast, man. I had a good time. And so with that being said,
Yeah,
Peace.
thanks for having us.
Until
Good,
next
good luck, everybody in their leagues. Good luck.
Excellent.
Draft time, baby.
Yeah, draft
boys.
week.
Almost
Here
there.
we go.
Draft season.
It's
Right
time.
around the corner.
Christmas in August. Let's go.
Exciting.
Peace out, guys.
See you later, guys.
Later.